Hey guys, it's Raul again, and today I lost my memory card. I'm pretty sure I left it in a pair of pants and I threw it in the wash, so I'm using my phone and doing somewhat of a little vlog style form, I guess, for this video because I didn't want to not post anything for Tuesday. So yes, today I will be sharing my anticipated reads for 2021. I'm pretty sure this list is going to grow throughout the months as I find out of more books that are going to be coming out in 2021. But as of right now, these are my most anticipated ones that I have on this list and wanted to go ahead and share those with you guys today. So I will go through this list very quickly because I don't know how long my capability of filming is going to last on my phone. But the first book that I have on this list is The Most Beautiful Girl in Cuba by Chanel Cleeton. And this is the fourth book in Chanel Cleeton's companion series that she has out that follows a Cuban family, the Perez family. And I have absolutely adored every single one of the novels that she has come out with in the series. Like I said, this is a companion series. It's an adult historical fiction, I would categorize it in, because everything takes place obviously in the past. But yes, I am absolutely loving this series so far. Super excited about book 4 and very excited because this is going to be the first read that I read in 2021 because I already thankfully have an arc of this novel, which I'm super excited to have. So yes, I'm really excited. Obviously, each book follows a different member of the Perez family and kind of their endeavors, their things that have happened throughout history, all of these stories that kind of connect. I just love reading about these family members and everything that has happened in their lives throughout the past. And I'm really excited to see where this next book takes place and what character ends up following in the Perez family and what ends up happening to them and the connections that they end up sharing with other family members. I'm really excited about this one. Definitely high up on my list of anticipated reads for 2021. The next book I have on my list of anticipated reads is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Emily Henry is an absolute auto-buy author for me. I absolutely love all of her books. I've read everything that she's written so far, and I'm super excited about this next one. She recently published Beach Read that came out at the beginning of this year, which a lot of people read and loved. I absolutely loved it as well, and this is another adult contemporary fiction novel that follows two best friends who met. They are apparently complete opposites, and they just, ended up meeting and really sparking this great friendship. They start taking vacations every single year and have been doing so for the past, I believe, 10 years or so, it says, until something happens that they kind of ruin their friendship. And they are hoping that with this last final vacation that they are taking, they are able to kind of fix everything that they have ruined because they haven't been on a vacation in 2 years. So they're hoping that this last one, they're able to kind of, put everything out on the table, air things out, figure out what happened, and kind of fix that friendship that was ruined a few years back. I don't know what actually ended up happening, but I'm really curious to find out. Emily Henry, again, auto-buy author. I will read and mostly end up loving everything that she writes. So I'm really, really excited to see what this new adult contemporary ends up bringing, because Beach Read was absolutely amazing. She usually writes YA, but her adult contemporary is great, and I'm really excited about this read in 2021 as well. The next book I have on my anticipated list is Yolk by Mary H.K. Choi. I've only read one other book by Mary H.K. Choi, which was Permanent Record, which I read last year, and it ended up making it onto my list of favorite reads of 2019. I haven't read her first novel, Emergency Contact, but I do have on my shelf, which I am hoping to read very, very soon. But I'm really excited about this one. This follows, I believe, two twin sisters that switch places to commit some kind of insurance fraud to save some family member or something. It sounds pretty crazy, but I loved Permanent Records so much that I had to put this one on this list as soon as I found out that she was writing another novel. So I'm really excited to see what happens in this one. I don't know if it's YA or if it's more new adult. I know Permanent Record was new adult, but Emergency Record is YA. So I'm curious to see what happens in this book. Really excited for another novel by Mary H.K. Choi. Hopefully I do end up loving this one as much as I did Permanent Record last year, because I thought that novel was amazing. The next book I have on my list is Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. This one is very vague. I don't really know what happens in this book. There's really not much of a synopsis other than it being a very adult vampire novel, and that's all I really need to know. I mean, I really enjoy Jay Kristoff and his writing. I haven't read the Nevernight Chronicles. I'm hoping to read that one very soon because I own all 3 of the books in that trilogy. So I'm really excited to see what happens in Empire of the Vampire. It sounds really good as far as the little snippets and things and teasers that he's posted on Instagram. I'm really curious about this book because, again, I love vampires. It's more of an adult vampire, so I'm expecting things to be very brutal, very gruesome, and bloody, and crazy, and I'm just excited to see what this new series by J. Kristoff is going to have. Apparently this book is a monster of a book because it has more than 800 pages, at least on Goodreads. That's what the description says. So I'm really excited to read a giant novel about vampires and doing bloody things and gruesome things, so I'm excited about that one. The next book on my list is an untitled Elizabeth Acevedo book. I checked on Goodreads, and there's supposed to be a new Elizabeth Acevedo book slated to release in 2021. Elizabeth Acevedo is another auto-buy author for me. I don't know anything about this novel. I just know that if she's coming out with something, I'm going to purchase it, and I'm going to read it, and most likely love it. I've loved everything else that she's come out with so far, and I'm super excited for whatever else she comes out with in 2021. The next book on my anticipated reads list is one that I haven't really heard anybody talk about, but it is How We Fell Apart by Katie Zhao, and the description on Goodreads says it's Crazy Rich Asian meets One of Us is Lying. It takes place in some kind of elite boarding school, and there's a murder that happens, and this murder that needs to be solved. I love murder mysteries. That description alone of those two things just sounds really interesting to me, so I'm really excited to see what this book is all about. It's apparently a first book in a series, so I'm excited. Again, I love finding out about new YA mysteries and thrillers and that kind of thing, so I'm excited to see what this book is all about because it sounds really interesting to me and one that definitely needed to go on my anticipated list for 2021. And the next book on this list is probably one that's on most people's list, and that is Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas. This is the prequel to The Hate U Give that came out a couple years ago. Everybody has read and loved, and it's amazing. I saw the movie adaptation a little while ago and absolutely loved it as well. So I'm really excited to see what happens in the prequel to that book because The Hate U Give is right now, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a classic at some point. It's absolutely amazing. Everybody loves it, and I'm really excited for Concrete Rose to see the story of everything that happened before The Hate U Give. Very excited to read that one. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are excited as well. Had to make my list as soon as I found out that it was not only an Angie Thomas novel, but a prequel to The Hate U Give, which is her most popular novel right now. So I'm really excited about that one as well. And the last book on this list is An Emotion of Great Delight by Tahar Mafi. This is her next YA contemporary novel that follows a Muslim girl in 2003, so a few years after the events of 9/11. Her last book, A Very Large Expanse of Sea, also followed another Muslim girl right at the end of the events of 9/11, so in 2001, and everything that happened with her, these new negative connotations and everything that how people were viewing Muslim culture and Muslim people. And now in 2003, once the United States has declared war on Iraq, all of the things that have kind of lifted up and started because of that. So I'm really excited for this novel as well because I loved that one. Don't really love the Shatter Me series by Tahar Mafi. I kind of DNF'd that one halfway through book 3, but her contemporary stuff I really enjoyed. Loved that book. I really enjoyed her middle grade novel that she came out with, Furthermore, I believe it's called. Really love that one, so I'm really excited to see what this new contemporary one is because I feel a lot of this novel is written as own voices as well, since she is Muslim, and I'm really excited to kind of see her take on all of this, what she incorporates into this novel, and how she connects this to her own kind of real life experiences. So had to make this list as soon as I saw that one, just because I love her last one so much. I definitely had to add this one to my list as well. So yeah, guys, that is it for my small list of anticipated reads for 2021. Comment down below. Let me know what your guys' most anticipated reads of 2021 are. If any of my books made it onto your list as well, please let me know. Again, I'm pretty sure that this list is going to grow as I find out about more books, but these are the ones that I have on my list so far. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I post videos every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you guys all again for watching, and I will see you all next time.